Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the new Flower Punk collection. Yes, from Kaleidos. So this is the PR package, and that's a puppy. Hello Freya. No, I know you get very excited when I talk, but you can't be in the show. So this is the PR package of this collection. Now it comes in this really cool little dresser. It's got like a flip up lid with a mirror and then two drawers. It's really nicely made. This is a great like actually functional little piece, and it's not like ugly. It doesn't have any weird unremovable packaging on the inside, so you can actually use it. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep it and I'm gonna use it. It's really cool. Now you can buy the whole thing like this with the whole collection in it. It retails for $137, and you can just buy this case on its own as well. Let me double check the price. It is $49 US. So that's cool. I like it. When I opened the PR package, I was like, wow, oh my goodness, wow. There are a few like bonus items in this collection that are not makeup related, and I found them in the top of the lid. So there's a coloring book, and there are some temporary tattoos, which is a bit cute. Not something that I would use, but you know, they're there if you want them. So that's a temporary tattoo sheet that retails for $3. It's actually out of stock at the moment on the website, so potentially a lot more popular than I would assume. The coloring book, this is a coloring book. She's fairly thick. This retailed for $5. It's also out of stock, and I can see why this one would be popular. So there's just a couple of pages of images that you can color in, and then there are blank pages which you can use to draw on. So that's cool if you wanted a cute little notebook or coloring book, sketching pad, whatever. That is in the collection as well. I've got to say, I quite like that Kaleidos do like sort of not makeup, sort of merch related things with their collections. I think it's a point of difference. Not everyone is going to want them or use them or find them to be super functional, but I like that it's a twist on makeup collections. So, you know, while it's not something that, like if I was going to buy something from this collection, I probably wouldn't add them to my cart. I can still see like how it's kind of cool to have them there, and obviously they're popular because they're sold out. Okay, let's get into the rest of the collection that's in here. So top drawer, we have the lip sets. These are pretty cool. When I saw the packaging of these, again, I like gasped because, oh my god, still I look at them and I'm just like, wow, they are stunning. Let's go through these two first. So these are the Cloud Lab lip clay sets. We have Flora Noir in the sort of tealy green case, and we have Sandcastle in the pinky case. So each of these contain 4 of their lip clays, the Cloud Lab lip clays. In the Sandcastle set, they're all nudes. Now, if you want to use the tin as storage for your lip products, obviously you can, because, you know, that's where they originally come from. But also, you can pop out the insert and use the tin. And it's a freaking cool tin. These are beautiful. I really, really like these, and I will be keeping them, and I will be using them for something. Probably like hair ties, or maybe I can keep some lip products in there so they're not all messy in my bedside drawer. Now these retail for $35 a set. You can't buy the lip products individually. You can only buy them in sets. So you can buy one of either set, or you can buy the duo for $62, so that's going to save you $8. And you can also buy the sets individually, so this one or this one, with the lip mask, which is also in this collection, which I will show you. They retail for $40 each. And okay, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but I'll say it now. These have a really beautiful, thin but nicely pigmented formula, and you can put the lip mask over the top to make them glossy, and they don't feel thick or heavy at all. So it's not like when you take a matte liquid lipstick and you put it over your lips and then you put a gloss over the top and it's like thick and gunky. None of that, none of that. They feel so comfortable. Let me swatch the Sandcastle shades for you. So this one is Nude 01, and you'll be able to see, like I said, these are all nude shades, but you will be able to see that some of them look quite similar in their shades. This is Nude 02. I do feel like they look very, very similar, and Nude 02 is the one that I'm wearing today. I would say Nude 02 has ever so slightly more mauvey tones to it, and it's a little bit deeper. Let's do Nude 03. Oh, I just realized they do have names. Okay, just realized. Okay, so Nude 01 is Adobe. Then we have June, which is Nude 02. Nude 03 is called Terra. This is a terracotta shade, in case you couldn't guess. But again, we're seeing that they're all kind of within the same sort of color depth family, and it's just the tones that look a little bit different. Nude 04 is called Sienna. Let's swatch that one for you. So that is the 4 nudes in the Sandcastle set. Let's move on to the Flora Noir set. Oh my god, this is gorgeous, and it matches my grey nails so nicely. Look, I love the packaging of these as well. I think they look so good. But this set is a little more edgy, different, shall we call it. First one in the set is called Cactus Flower, and that is an intensely rich, vibrant pink shade. Second one, this one's pretty cool. This is called Agave. This is like a dark bluey teal shade. Again, a little bit daring. This is, you know, I would say this set is for the not like faint of heart, essentially. Number 3 in this set is called Mahogany. This is a really beautiful, like dark chocolatey brown. It's a mahogany shade. It's stunning. And the 4th one, this one is called Dahlia, and this is where you get your red in the set. So you can see that's like a almost, I feel like it's almost like a snow whitish red, where it's got some like darkness to it. Beautiful shade, very, very nice. Now, the formula of these, they call them a matte without being drying, and I would say, coming from someone who has really, really, really dry lips, I don't think that's 100% true. I definitely think in terms of a matte, like liquid lip product, these are on the very comfortable scale, and I think that's because they're like that sort of silicone based formula. The first ingredient in these lip products is dimethicone. So if you are familiar with that sort of comfort matte formula that you would find in liquid lipsticks or bullet lipsticks, where they go on matte straight away, but they have really good slip and movement, and they don't like tug at your lips or anything like that, or they don't go on as a liquid and then set down after a minute or so. That's exactly what these are. They are straight away, they go on matte, and what makes them feel not so drying and gives them good slip is all of the silicons that are in it, basically. Now, historically, I don't actually like that type of formula. of liquid lipstick or even lipstick. I find, because I do have dry lips, often I also have like a little patch of dryness, and they will cling. And I also find that they can go on quite streaky. This formula though does not do that. So I kind of feel like this formula is a little bit more refined. I feel like they actually put some effort into this formula. And because they are quite opaque and they don't go on streaky and they don't cling, they still look fairly good on my dry lips. Yesterday I wore them, the day before I wore them all day, and yes, they do dry out my lips, so it's not something that I would ever just use on its own. I find pairing it with the lip mask is great, and it doesn't look thick or heavy at all. It looks really nice on the lips. So I think if you like liquid lipsticks, matte liquid lipsticks, you might really enjoy these. And if you, let's say you're just like dead set on this tealy color and you're like, my God, I need that in my life, but I don't like matte liquid lipsticks, but I'm gonna buy it anyway because look, let's face it, some of us are like that sometimes. You can totally pair this with a gloss or a balm or something to make it a bit more comfortable to wear. Since I was just talking about the lip mask, and I've mentioned it a few times, we may as well talk about that next, but we will open up this bottom drawer and I will show you what's inside. There's a palette and a lip mask. Oh, shock horror. Okay, so let's do the lip mask. This is the Blue Agave Softening Lip Mask. So packaging looks like so. We open her up and she pops out. There she is. You can use it on its own, and you can also totally pair it with the matte liquid lipsticks, which is really nice. Now, this doesn't have a scent, which I was surprised. I was expecting a nice scent, but there isn't one. So if you are not a scented lip product person, there you go. You might prefer this over others. What I can say about this is it has an ever so slight cooling sensation on the lips, which goes away quite quickly, and it actually hydrates, which is, for me, okay, take it from someone who has very dry lips, and I'm sure, I know I've got other people who watch me who have really dry lips as well, and we know the struggle of using a lip balm or a lip hydrating product that doesn't do shit. It makes your lips worse. So you're constantly reapplying, and your lips are just getting drier and drier. Most of us who have to use lip balms has been there at some stage. We've experienced it with a lip product and we're like, what is this hell that we are putting ourselves through? This is not one of them. This actually hydrates. It's really nice, and it's not sticky or thick. It's quite thin, but it does a really good job of hydrating the lips. I put this on, I did a two-sided eye look with the palette, and I put it on before I put on my foundation while I was doing my eyes, and it genuinely helps to hydrate the lips. It does it quickly and it feels really comfortable. I like this. It's staying in my stash. It's not expensive either. This one, let me get my page back up. It only retails for $8. I really like the packaging as well. There's not a whole lot I can say about this. Let's face it. It's an unscented lip conditioning product. I think the only things you can really say about it is packaging. Do you like a pot? If you don't, then you may not be a mega fan of this. If you don't mind a pot, then you know, it's in a pot. But I think what it really comes down to is it hydrating or is it not? It's hydrating. So it ticks the box of being a good lip product for me. Last item, and this is let's face it, the eyeshadow palette is usually the one thing that people are super curious about in these collections. So let's dig in. Let's start with the packaging, because I feel like that's this collection, it just, The packaging is like next level and it's absolutely beautiful. Also, I'm obsessed with plants and it's got leaves on it, and these are the things that make me happy. This is what the cardboard packaging looks like on the outside of the palette. So you just pop it open. There's little windows that show you the image underneath. Open her up like this. She's like an envelope. And then this is what the palette looks like. So the top is a mirror with images printed over it. It is a magnetic lid that slides off, so you can take that off completely, and underneath there is a mirror, so you can use that to do your makeup if you are that way inclined. There are 9 shades and 6 of them are mattes and the others are like shimmery sparkly goodness. I am of course going to swatch these for you, so let's get into it. First up we have Mint Fever, so they call this a matte aquamarine and mint. Then we have Aloe Cove. This is a turquoise duochrome with a lime gold shift. The shift is definitely there, but I would say it is best seen when it's sort of blended out a little. When you put it on quite thick, you really just get that sort of turquoise shade. Then we have Stained Glass. So this is a translucent fuchsia shimmer with a rose and violet sort of, I don't know if it's a duochrome. They don't really call it a duochrome, but it is because it's got a gold flip to it, and they say that there's rose and violet sparkles in there. It's a beautiful shade. I will say though, I feel like that shade is so common in palettes these days. It's almost a dime a dozen. Now, it does complement the rest of the palette well though, so I can see why it's in there. I just don't think it's like a super unique or exciting shade based on the fact that we see it quite often. Next up we have Nouveau. So this is a warm dusty berry brown matte. I love that shade so much. We have Peach Soju. So this is a muted pink matte with a shot of peach. I also love that shade. We have Chlorophyll. Let's not swatch over the other swatches, Hailey. So this one is a chartreuse golden green matte. Last 3 we have Golden Age. So this is a mustard yellow matte. We have Sun Gazer. This is a brilliant gold metallic with a subtle green glare. And I would agree with that. This is quite, I consider this almost like an old gold kind of shade. It's very pretty, and I feel like we don't see them all that often. And the last one, this one is called Earth Ship. It is a cool muddy forest green matte. That is, yeah, kind of like a swampy green shade. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get a better swatch of that. There we go. Success. Okay, so I haven't used every single shade in this palette, but I've used most of them and I want to take you through my thoughts. So I did a sort of twin eye look. I did a green eye on this side and a pinky purpley eye on this side because obviously my hair. And that allowed me to use quite a few of the shades. So what I found with the mattes, all of the mattes, and actually pretty much all of the shades except Stained Glass, these are super soft. Super soft. They will kick up a lot in the pan, so just be aware of that. Don't go digging your brushes. Be gentle with them. But the pro of that is that it allows these shades to blend so beautifully. So beautifully. Like, I love the way these blend. So on my green eye, I used Mint Fever, Aloe Cove, and Earth Ship. And basically, I like to do really simple eye looks these days. I like a transition color, a deeper color in the outer corner and the crease, and I like a shimmer over the eyelid. And that's it. The end. That's pretty much what I do all the time. It is simple, it is quick, but it is pretty and effective. And what I found was they blended and applied beautifully. My concern with blending matte eyeshadows is always, is it going to grab and skip? Yes or no? These do not grab or skip. And are they going to play nicely with other mattes when I try to blend them into each other? And that is often where a lot of eyeshadows fall flat for me. I will go to blend a darker shade over a lighter shade and it's like they neutralize each other, or one of them disappears into a puff of smoke or whatever. None of that happened. When I mixed Mint Fever with Earthship, so I actually put Earthship over the top of Mint Fever and like sort of blended it into the outer corner, they were like best friends coming together to hang out and have a party. Absolutely stunning. Aloe Cove, oh my goodness, it is so beautiful and vibrant on the eye and sticks beautifully, adheres to the eye just so nicely. And it's got like, I feel like this one has really beautiful sparkle that comes out on the eye, and it just reflects light. I mean, you can see it reflects light so beautifully. For my purpley pink eye, I used Peach Soju, Nouveau, and Stained Glass. Again, these worked beautifully. I'm always a little bit concerned about using like eyeshadows with purpley tones in them, because something about purple eyeshadows, like vegan purple eyeshadows, they can be an absolute nightmare to work with. And Nouveau, while this is more of like a brownie hue, it does definitely have some purple tones in it. And even something like this can be a nightmare to work with if the pigment is just not right. And it wasn't. It was absolutely beautiful. Blended really nicely with Peach Soju. Didn't look patchy or, you know, didn't like grab anywhere weird, which was really nice. Stained Glass, I thought Stained Glass would be just like Aloe Cove in the way that it reflected light, but it actually, it seems a little bit, see, it looks like it's reflecting light really nicely there, but you should be able to see on the finished eye look that I did, where I created this sort of two-tone look, that it didn't really, it didn't pop like Aloe Cove did, which, you know, it is what it is. I also used Sun Gazer, which is the sort of what I would call an old gold shade on the inner corner. That is a very, 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 very flaky formula, and it will fall out on your eyes, so do be, or on your face, so do be aware of that. I actually used that again today, so I was sort of smitten with this little trio down here, but I wanted to change it up somehow. So what I did was I used Peach Soju and Nouveau again today. I put down Sun Gazer, which, oh my god, adheres to the eye like it's being stuck on with glitter glue. Absolutely amazing. And then I took Stained Glass and I put that over the top, and it basically made Stained Glass look like a very, very cool version of Stained Glass, basically. And if I get up close, I'm not sure if you'll be able to capture it on camera, but it actually makes it look a lot more sort of like cool toned gold duochrome rather than like a warm gold, because this shade on its own, the gold flip that it has is quite warm. It's like a yellowy gold. I can't really show you, it's so annoying, but it's like a yellowy gold, and when I paired it with Sun Gazer, it muted it right down and made it almost like an icy gold shade instead of sort of that warm yellow, which I really like. I don't really ever mix shimmery shades together or layer them, mostly just because I don't want to. I just want to enjoy them for what they are. But I really, really like the effect that those two shades created. And it's not really what I was expecting, but I like it very, very much. Overall, I've really enjoyed this palette. I like the formula, I like how the colors apply and blend, and I like how they wear. I will come back to a wearing issue though. We'll get to it. But I do want to mention, very often when I have blues and greens in an eyeshadow palette, I say in my reviews, like, I'm not going to wear them, I don't like them, blah, blah, blah. And that is because they like bring out the under eye circle, my dark under eye circles a lot, and they clash with my undertone. And they make me look really, really sick in person, like really sick. But I feel like this palette gives you a tiny bit of a glimpse into the greens and blues that I can wear. So these guys are fine. I can wear these. There's no issues there. Aloe Cove, I particularly think looks really beautiful on me. Thank you very much. And these guys down here. When we're talking about greens that are more on the olive spectrum, I have an olive undertone, so they work for me. And also when we've got like yellow undertones in the eyeshadows, they work for me as well. I'm not sure how I'd go with chlorophyll. Not too sure. I haven't tried it yet, but we'll get there one day. Overall, I like it. I like it very much. I particularly love like these two together. Stunning. Love. So I think it's a cute little palette and I like it, and I know there's a lot of hype behind this. A lot of people were really excited by it. I understand, and if you just want the nudge on like, is the formula good or not, yes, it's really good. I freaking love it. But we need to talk about something that was an issue. So when I did my split eye look, these guys, they stained my eyelid. They did. They stained my eyelid. When I took my makeup off after wearing these for like, I don't know, maybe 9 hours, I had one sort of like tealy stained eyelid, which I thought was interesting. I think that's probably going to come down to vegan pigments. They are quite punchy with their pigmentation, so there's a lot of pigment in there, and I would say that that's what the issue is. If you do not like eyeshadows that stain, you need to be aware of that. If it doesn't bother you, like me, where I'm like, I don't care, then, you know, it's not going to bother you. But I do feel like I have to mention that because I know some people are really, really like not okay with eyeshadows that stain their eyelids. I did also apply all of the eyeshadows over the Kaleidos Tone Activator Eye Primer, which I really, really like. It works really well. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap that up there because I need to go to the dentist like 10 minutes ago. Oh, spaghetti-o. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have tried any of the Kaleidos Flower Punk collection items, leave your mini reviews down in the comments. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you love, what you don't love, what you wish you purchased, what you wish you didn't purchase, what you missed out on. Let me know. It looks like everything is available on their website now, which I will, of course, link in the description box. And I think the only things that's sold out are the temporary tattoos and the coloring book, which is hilarious. They're obviously quite popular. Let me know if you purchased those items. That's it, guys. I got a jet. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.